welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here tonight with Tyler Wolkowitz, Ben Roberts, Tom Albert. We are in Cohasset, long way from home. Pretty much traveled around the world to get here, Tyler. And we are here in Cohasset for a girls' basketball game. It is the Sweet 16, folks. Frontier Redhawks against the Cohasset Skippers. It's going to be a great game, Tyler. We were talking earlier in this game that these are one of the closest matched teams that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Mason, we were doing the math a little bit on the bus ride over here, and Frontier has an average points per game of 48.4, and Cohasset just under at 47.2. That is the most minimal difference of any game that we've played against any other team.
Yeah, it's really going to be a close one. The seedings don't really do this justice, but Frontier's the 11th seed in this Division 4 tournament, and the Skippers are the 6th seed. They just beat Ayer Shirley 50-24 in the round of 32. Frontier beat Lunenburg. We covered that game. You might remember that one. 59-34 in the round of 32 to get here. And whoever wins this is going to play against either the number 3 South Hadley or the number 19 Hamilton Wenham, who has been on quite a hot streak, upsetting the number 14 East Hampton girls team by 10 points in the round of 32. Before we get to the tip-off, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Tonight's FCAT Sports broadcast is supported by Albert Hearing Services, improving lives one ear at a time, and Holiday Pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. Now, teams are huddling up after their warm-ups. Any final thoughts, Tyler, before we get to the tip-off?
Well, Mason, this is going to be a very exciting game. We are going into the Sweet 16. We don't get to cover these too often as they're usually too far away, but this is possible, and we're very excited. So, yeah, it's going to be a good game, very close matchup. I'm very excited to see the outcome.
Absolutely, and now we're going to go to the court for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MIAA Division 4 South quarterfinals between tonight's visiting team, the Frontier Regional Redhawks, the 11th seed, and the 6th seeded Cohasset Skippers. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with the student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon an MIAA school or security official. Thanks for your cooperation. Now for your starting lineups. For tonight's visiting team, 11th seeded Frontier Regional Redhawks. Freshman number 10, Skylar Steele. Junior 11, Clippendall. Freshman number 15, Hunter Monistel. Junior number 21, Olivia Lachon. And senior number 22, Haley Hedkowski. And coach of the Redhawks is Dave Bashir, assisted by Ariana Walker and Jared Campbell. Now, we're starting lineup for the 6th Cohasset Skippers. A freshman guard number 4, Molly Campbell. Our sophomore forward number 12, Kate. A senior quarterback number 20, Catherine Tudor. A senior forward quarterback number 22, Sarah Shanette. And a sophomore forward number 23, Adele Andrews. The coaching starters is Mike Santella, assisted by Kristen Santella, Nick Schindler, Maria Santella, and Lauren Becker. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Just had the starting lineups in the national anthem, and now we are going to have tip-off. Don't think we caught it very well on camera because the camera is in the crowd right now where all the fans are sitting, but Frontier fans have shown up to this game, Tyler.
Yeah, they really have, Mason. There's a lot of support from the way further away team, of course. 2.5 hours.
We know a little something about that drive.
That we do.
It's a comfy drive, though. But
all right.
Plenty of noise that they're making. Bound to hear a lot of support. But we're seeing a bit of a swell in Cohasset student section coming in the door. So
yeah, that's the parallel universe you would expect.
Yeah, of course.
Players here from the team.
And now the tip-off, Hakowski. And gets it back out to Kirkendall. Michon with it now at the point. Into Modesto, it's deflected, and now it's going the other way. Molly Campbell with it at the point. Didn't want the three. There it is. Campbell drills it off the glass.
What a shot. Oh, full court press. Oh.
And now Hakowski gets to the arc. Working her way to the point. Back and forth, Kirkendall. Into the corner, Michon, back out to Hakowski. Kirkendall on the blocks, and another deflected pass is taken away by the Skippers. Addie Andrews into the corner, back out. Barely gets the pass off in time. And now, other side of the arc. The point, three ball. Wow. Kate Greer, back-to-back threes for the Skippers.
This Frontier team's got to find a way to break in and stop getting their shots blocked.
At least get a score of some kind, Tyler. And Kirkendall hands it off to Steele. Three-man weave, and now into Michon off the give and go. Will stay Frontier's ball off the deflection from Addie Andrews.
Andrews read that ball well, though. Just didn't be able to keep it.
Yeah.
Good.
Save is tough sometimes, I mean. And another tip ball.
Wow.
Toomey gets denied by Michon at the blocks.
All over the place.
But a bad pass is going to result in a foul, and now going to the line is Addie Andrews. So that's going to be Koski with the foul.
Yep.
Makes her first. Bit of a slow start for the Hawks, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason, it's not looking the best so far for them, but it's just the first minute and a half.
Yeah. I mean, they've been known to struggle a little bit in the first quarter and just take some time and getting to know their opponent.
Especially with the press, Mason, we're going to see that. We're going to see that.
And a nice feed. Modesto, can't cash it in, and the rebound isn't there either for the Hawks. Andrews, cross court on the blocks.
Oh, a little too hard.
And foul will be called. Looks like it's going to be on one of the big names tonight, Sarah Chenette. She broke 1,000 points in her high school career this season, Tyler, and I believe she's only a junior.
It's very impressive, Mason, especially as a junior. That is wild.
Absolutely, and she is one of the captains for this Cohasset team. And now Frontier has 20 seconds on the shot clock to make something happen. The feed into Modesto is deflected, and let's see, it will go to the Skippers off of a bit of a collision under the net.
Every single pass from the arc into the inbound has been deflected, Mason. They got to be able to pass the ball slightly better.
Yeah. The passing lanes are getting shut down really well by the Skippers. And now on the blocks, Andrews finishes the job.
Wow, that's a great screen into a drive.
Frontier still scoreless. 5:30 left in the quarter. And now Steele driving, blocks. The layup is good, and Frontier gets on the board.
Really soft touch right there.
In the corner, feed in and
on the ground.
Yeah. I think that'll be on Modesto. Yeah.
Yep.
Toomey will inbound it. Oh, and a big hit from Modesto on Jeanette.
Back-to-back double call on Modesto there.
And do I see a familiar face over there, Tyler?
That you do, Mason.
Is that Mr. Sarles? It's Mr. Sarles.
I believe Mr.
Wow.
Sarles, an old student teacher at Frontier Regional, has popped out of the game. Perhaps he lives nearby.
I believe he does.
Yes.
Duxbury,
Yes.
I think that's nearby. But now back on the court. First shot at the line is good for Jeanette. We do have a bit of a student section now for the skippers.
Boom.
2 for 2.
To no one's surprise, she is a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, definitely a big reason why she's going to be breaking 1,000 points. You get those chances like that, you make them consistently. It's going to make a big difference. 12-2 is our score as Michon takes the ball up. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Mikoski at the point. Drive, spins around at the top of the key. And now on the blocks, Kirkendall.
Great drive. Switch to the right hand on the last second. Beautiful.
And now Skipper's trying to move fast. Slow it down. Just looking for someone to pass to in the corner. Driving the baseline on the blocks. Wide open three.
Oh.
No good, and it'll go the other way.
Yep.
That'll be a foul called on Toomey. Now Michon takes it up. Pass over to Kirkendall. One-handed, slings it over, and now trying to get it back to Akoski.
Some double coverage there.
In the corner.
Outlet.
3-ball, Kirkendall off the rim, and Steele doesn't quite get there in time to save it.
Close one.
Redhawks getting a little bit of foul trouble, not with any of their players, but almost giving the Skippers a bonus, and especially with a player in the 1,000-point club, that is not what you want to be doing.
I could not agree more, Mason. This is already a dire situation.
And the rebound, no good.
Oh, my goodness.
Third time's the charm for Sarah Jeanette. Frontiers figured out how to break this press pretty efficiently, Tyler.
Yes, they have, Mason, and only in 4 minutes. That's good. However, they need to put some more points on the board.
Absolutely. Still down by 10. Steals three.
There
is good.
That's the answer. Look at that. Not breaking any star tissue, just going right in.
No, neither team is wasting any time. Just hurry up constantly. 3-ball off the backboard.
No one's there for the rebound.
And, oh, look at that. Michon rips it away. Gates on the ground. Jump ball is going to be called. What an effort from Liv Michon.
There it is, Mason. At first, nobody was able to find the rebound, but they swarmed the person who got it. That was good.
Will stay the Skipper's ball. Looking for an inbound is Toomey. In the paint, and that'll be 2 shots.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be on Liv Michon picking up the foul, and that'll give the Skippers a bonus in the first quarter, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason, I mean, so far from what we've seen, Cohasset has been really dangerous on the inbound here. They always are finding a really good take. Most of the time it's driving to the hoop in the middle. And giving somebody like Jeanette a nice open lane and then a follow-up with some free throws.
Absolutely. They really know how to control the paint, Tyler, and it's making a huge difference in this game early on. 15-7 and now 16-7. Jeanette leading the way with 6 points for the Skippers. Kirkendall will dribble it up past half court. A little bit of a change of pace for the Hawks. Feeds it in, and now Michon in the corner. Back to Kirkendall. Pekoski at the point. Drives the lane, puts it up, wild shot, and will stay in bounds. I would have thought that had gone out, but now Pekoski has to hurry back. Wide open paint, but she gets there in time. Jump ball is called.
Good call.
Pekoski, wow.
Mason Pekoski trying to run right in the middle and try to get some separation on offense and then rushing back to defense and did a great play. It's a great athleticism.
Absolutely. And now Michon. Kirkendall back to Michon. Looking to the other side. And almost taken away. Gates evades, and now Michon fakes the pass. Give and go. Swatted away and will stay Redhawks ball.
Excellent, excellent. Wow.
2:20 on the clock. Frontier down by 9. Come back a little bit. But
still a very vast point deficit, you know? But they can get back on top here.
Yeah. We'll stay Frontier's rebound off of that deflection.
Yep.
Kirkendall to rebound, inbound again. Looking up top, Michon is there.
Good movement.
Campbell, Whitney Campbell. And now Pekoski in the corner, it's Kirkendall. Fakes the pass, handoff, Michon, open 3-ball, too far, and Gates is there to get the rebound. Out to Kirkendall, shot clock runs out on the Hawks. Could have had a good second attempt there if they'd been able to get open just a little bit sooner, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason, that was really close, but they just got to have some shots to the net here.
Absolutely.
Being down this far.
And Gates shuts down the pass in the corner. Andrews draws the foul.
Mason, I mean, this Cohasset team is just controlling this paint so well. Like, they are not afraid of anyone. They will drive any day, and it seems as though that's their greatest ally right now.
Yeah, I mean, Addie Andrews not missing. And, yeah, I mean, Frontier really needs to get their fouling under control, Tyler, as you're kind of alluding to. And Andrews' second shot is good. No surprise to anyone here.
So far, the Cohasset team is 8 for 8 for 3 throws. 8 for 8. Almost half their points are from made 3 throws. And they haven't missed a single one.
Gates back to Kirkendall. Whistle blown.
I did not see the call there, but. Molly did.
Said it was a personal foul. I didn't quite catch what exactly it was. I didn't really see the play, but now with it is Jeanette. Tries the give and go. Nice coverage from Michon, but she's open in the paint. Puts it up off the glass, no good, and bringing down the rebound. Wow.
There it is.
Skylar Steele. She doesn't have the size to win that in a competition against Jeanette, but she just powered her way to it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Mason, but you like to see something like that. Anyone who can contribute in any way is greatly needed.
Absolutely. Campbell off the 3-man weave, and now Michon bounce pass.
Yep.
Steele, Michon, Kirkendall running out of time. Michon, Kirkendall out to Steele. She's going to have to put it up.
Take it.
And it goes wide. Rebounded before the shot clock runs out. 45 seconds on the clock. On the blocks, in and out.
Good defense there by Hale.
Kate Greer had a nice take on the blocks. And now Steele the other way, puts it too far again. Shot clock is dark. Taking it up, Andrews sees the lane, cashes it in. Just no one there in the paint for the Hawks, Tyler.
No one's under the hoop, and that's a big problem against this Cohasset team.
And now a 13-point game. Clock winding down. 12 seconds to go. Pass batted away will stay Frontier's ball.
I gotta admit, though, Jeanette and Andrew's arms are very, very long, and they're able to get in between every single one of these passes of the Frontier team. Anytime they want to get into the middle, it's completely denied.
Yeah. And they get it into Michon. Back out, Campbell. Kirkendall. Michon goes down. 3 seconds. Michon tries to get it in, and a physical end to the first quarter. 20-7 is the score, Tyler.
Yep.
And Frontier has a lot of work to do to get back into this game, coming back from 13 points and get on top.
Yeah, Mason, this is a tough place to be in if you're the Frontier team. They wanted to come out with some steam and really show up, but it's all right. This is not impossible.
No, it's not. They need it, but I think that they really need to start things going this next quarter, get things going, and if they can do that, I think that they'll be able to come back into this game and put up a good fight against this strong Cohasset team. We're being led right now by Sarah Jeanette and Addie Andrews, who both have had several trips to the line and who both have 6 points on the night.
Yeah, Mason, this is very, very incredible. They both have had 4 points just from free throws alone, and that is all due, of course, to the lacking defense of the Frontier team in the paint. Yeah.
I mean, we'll give them the credit for making the free throws, and, that's something to give them a shout-out for, because, you spend the time working on that, it's going to come back to help you in games like this where it really matters.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's Frontier shooting themselves in their foot because, they can't – they're struggling to play clean, and I think that is the main area that they need to work on, along with passing. If they can connect good passes on offense, we're going to see a huge change of pace in this game, change of momentum and energy.
Yeah, exactly, Mason. If they can figure out something to work better on offense, like if it's not like just trying to figure out a good pass into the middle and then just making some good, clever screens or just giving some space to one player for a one-on-one or something. They just need to try something and get more points on the board.
Yeah. We also have seen, it's worth mentioning, we haven't seen really barely any substitutions from Cohasset. A few from Frontier's side of things, but they've pretty much kept their starting 5 out on the court for the first quarter, and now we start the second. And look at that, wide open is Catherine Toomey.
Seems like an echo of a lot of past realities, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, they're just reading the paint so incredibly well, Tyler.
Yep. Any inch to breathe is enough to score.
Yeah. And they know how to pass it to get it to the person that they need to.
Yep.
Steele back and forth at the point. Now into Koski. Back out to Kirkendall. They're getting swarmed. They can't get past the point. Deep ball comes up short, and it'll go the other way. 3 seconds in the paint, I believe, was the call.
Yeah.
And Cohasset almost cashes in a 3 from Sarah Jeanette. Putting it on the press is Angelina Grimes, one of their captains who apparently didn't start this game. Bit of a surprise there, Tyler, but she's putting in her time now.
Yeah, Mason, that's an interesting choice, but clearly didn't seem to matter.
Steal.
Boom. There you go. She found a lane and take it. That's exactly what they need to do.
She's leading the scoring for the Hawks, 7 points. Large majority of their score right now. Jeanette calls for the screen. 3 ball in the corner, in and out.
Good rebound.
Risky pass from Modesto. That's the kind of passing that's really going to cost them long run, Tyler.
Yep, exactly, Mason. But the rebound there from Modesto is arguably more important.
Absolutely. And Kirkendall takes the 3 on target. Cash that one in.
California occasion. Look at that. Wow. All right.
That is. And to answer too far, Frontier starting to get into Cohasset's head.
There it is.
Now Kirkendall, 2 for
Again.
2. No, she'll miss it, and the rebound goes to Toomey, who is waiting out on the blocks.
All right, Mason, 10-point deficit as of right now.
And now, other side, Modesto brings it down. Look at that.
Lassen has not made a shot in a little bit.
This could easily be tied up by the end of the first half, Tyler. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Hayes
Easily
gets the ball smacked out of her hands, and it'll stay the Redhawks ball.
Alrighty.
And now we're getting a substitution.
There it is.
Andrews coming off for the Skippers. Molly Campbell will come in for her.
This is an unusual inbound play for the Redhawks. See what they can do.
And they lose it. It's trying to get it to Modesto. Now Jeanette trying to take it herself. Hayes puts up the good defense, but Jeanette.
It's a good attempt there. That was a big mismatch. Big mismatch.
And Jeanette with the steal again. And Kirkendall denies her. Wow, what a stand in the paint. And now the open man. Hakoski,
boom!
The layup.
Hakoski's showing her how to do it. Right.
That's her first points of the game. 10-point game again. Frontier trying to steal some passes now. 3 ball, too far. Rebound isn't there for the Hawks. It's loose. Picked up. Can't take the 3. And now the handoff. Jeanette can't find her open man. Nope. And Steele with the save right back to the Skipper. She won't take the shot, and now they'll reset back into the paint. And she'll go to the line. Hakoski, not quite sure what the logic is behind that call.
Yeah, that's all right, Mason. There seems to be a lot of movement here, and that's very tough to cover as a defense. But I think that they need to try to get in between more passes like the Cohasset team was doing early on in the first quarter.
Yeah. That's Frontier's first foul of the second quarter. First missed free throw I think we've seen from Cohasset all game.
Still 8 for 9, though. That's incredibly impressive.
It's Kate Greer who's at the line. Her only points so far have come from a three-pointer. 4.5 to go. Greer's second is good.
1 for 1.
And Macy DeMeo is on, as well as Liv Michon. Jazzy Hayes and Harper Modesto have taken a seat on the bench. Laying off the pressure is Angelina Grimes. Hakoski picks up her dribble. Immediately pressured by Jeanette. I like that strategy, Tyler. And foul going to be called. Drawn by Macy DeMeo. Greer is called for that foul.
Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what that was. All righty.
I didn't quite hear the call. All I heard was Greer's name, Tyler.
Yeah, that's all I heard as well.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, Redhawks 11 points down. Hakoski with the inbound. Kirkendall drives. Oh, look at that. Oh, doesn't quite finish it. Just rolls out.
There it is, but that's what they need to model. They keep it up.
And back out. 3 ball. Campbell, it comes up short. And Grimes can't finish it either. Toomey finally does.
Wow. Frontier really needs to lock down this play. It's breaking like porcelain every single time. They need a timeout called.
Not surprising at all. 13 points down. And I think big thing that they need to be doing right now, Tyler, I mean, I already mentioned passes, rebounds, and it's been a problem for both the girls and the boys this whole season. Ended up costing the boys in their game against Manchester Essex on Friday. But if Frontier can't lock down on these rebounds and start taking away those second chances, third chances, this deficit is not going to be – they're not going to be able to come back from it.
Yeah, Mason, especially like a tall and like paint-centered team like this Cohasset team. They seem to be like really understanding where they need to feed somebody and where they need to move when that's happening. And like that's a really underrated aspect of the game, but they're really taking advantage of it, and that is detrimental for this Frontier team.
Absolutely, and I mean that's pretty much the main reason why Coach Rajan has called a timeout right now. He really needs to figure out a way to shut that down, especially like offensively. When they shut things down on one side of the blocks, there's an open man on the other side, and they're able to pass it right over, and that's something that Frontier just can't afford. They haven't faced that really in this season so far, so we'll see how they can change that in these in the next 4 minutes or so, just under 4 minutes, trying to buy a ticket to what is likely going to be held in South Hadley, the Elite Eight game. South Hadley, the 3rd seed, playing against the number 19 Hamilton Wenham tonight. Right now, I believe, actually. Steele drives, pulls up her dribble, and passes it off to Akoski. She gets trapped in the corner. That's another problem for the Hawks. They've been doing that a little too much. But now Kirkendall, 10 seconds on the shot clock. DeMeo out to Michon. Kirkendall, bad pass, and Steele puts up the deep ball, comes up short, and just a little too late. They'll get called for the shot clock violation. That is 2nd or 3rd time that's happened, Tyler, and I mean, it speaks volumes to the kind of defense that this Cohasset team can play.
Mace, I could not have said that better myself. They are playing absolute lockdown. It's very good shifting man-to-man.
The step back comes up short, stuffed by Akoski. But drawing the foul once again is Sarah Chenette. This time on Macy DeMeo, I believe. Yes.
Very aggressive move from Chenette there.
I mean, that's what you got to do in these games, Tyler. She'll miss the first one.
First miss.
Yeah.
4 for 5. Very shocking.
Frontier's starting to put up a fight, and I think that's starting to get into the heads of these players a little bit. We've seen some missed shots, a couple miscues. They've been able to recover, but just like that, she's got 9 points on the night now. Michon gets the inbound from Akoski. Take it up slow, over to Kirkendall. Steele on the sideline, hand off to Michon. Steele at the point, looks to drive, back out to Michon. Akoski has Kirkendall in the corner, will drive to the point. And now DeMeo swings it back out. 3-ball, Kirkendall too far, and Michon will get there. Doesn't want the shot, almost gets smacked in the face there as she moves the ball out of Chenette's way. And now Steele comes up with it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Steele cashes it in once again. I think she's the only player who's really figured out how to get through this Skipper's defense.
Yeah, finding the correct lane was good.
Absolutely, and that's why she has 9 points on the night right now. Chenette. And now into Andrews, who came off the bench. Good job shutting down the corner, but the 3-ball comes up short. Didn't want the mid-range hook shot. Will go, and 1 for Molly Campbell.
Wow. All right. It's a very foul-heavy game here so far, Mason.
Very, very heavy.
Indeed.
And rebound, Kirkendall is there. Michon, cross the court.
Wow.
Steele, can she do her magic again?
Oh, so close.
Off the glass and then the rim. But now Andrews. 3-ball, Chenette. Bang!
Wow. What a shot. She wasn't even fully set and they just put it up. That was beautiful.
Heavily contested too. I think it was Michon who ran down and almost smacked it out of the air. But now 33-16. Frontier in loads of trouble right now, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason. This is not looking the best for them, but
Koski too far, and jump ball is called.
Yep.
Will stay Frontier's ball, it looks like.
Yep.
Gates comes back in for DeMeo.
15-point deficit with a minute left in the half.
Inbound into Koski, too far.
Oh.
She was anticipating a hit there. I think she leaned into it a little too much.
Exactly.
Andrews with the crossover draws the foul. And Koski not really sure what to make of it.
It's all right. They are driving very strong, and it is very hard to guard that cleanly, you know?
Andrews first, no good. Once again, starting to falter on the foul shots, not that they really need the help right now. I mean, Frontier not doing a lot to help their case on the court right now. And for the first time, with a minute left to go in the first half, Sarah Jeanette will take a break. Reese Hansen coming in for her. And the clock is running.
Yeah. They're fixing that now.
Yeah, having a little stoppage of play on the court. And Frontier down 33-16. Very few people have been able to find an answer to break through this Skipper's defense. And the only one really so far is Skylar Steele, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason. She's been able to find the correct lane and not always be repetitive, you know, trying to switch it up a little bit, which is very good to see. But I think the more important aspect is just trying to find the right person in the right time. It's like they're having a really strong defense. It's a good man-to-man, but they're shifting when they need to. Like they know when somebody needs help, and that's a very important skill.
Yeah, they have the court vision that this team has is phenomenal. It really is, and I think that's one of the things that's setting them apart from all these other teams. Now, we have a minute left in the first half. Kirkendall and now Steele with it. Fakes the shot, driving, loses the ball, and a foul is going to be called.
The ground. Oh, no.
They're just reading out the names of the players, but not putting it up on the board, which would be a lot more helpful for me.
I believe that was Kuzo, yeah.
Oh, and look at the fake. Ooh. Kirkendall can't make the shot.
The rebound.
And Akoski can't get the rebound either. Andrews moving fast. Campbell intercepted. Nice. Akoski read the play beautifully.
Any more of that, that's for sure.
And now the shot clock's off. Frontier has a chance to get a last-second score here. Student section getting loud for the Skippers. Back and forth across the arc. Akoski across the court. Wow. It's Kirkendall. Bold pass there. Now Akoski once again. 10 seconds to go. Steele. Baseline. And a push is going to be called.
Wow.
It's going to be on Toomey. Catherine Toomey picks up a foul with 6.3 left in the half. DeMeo checks in for Akoski in the final 6 seconds.
Here's the more traditional Frontier inbound play.
Oh, an overshot. Kirkendall, Michon, they've got to recover. 3 seconds. Deep ball. Oh my God!
What a
Michon
shot!
locks it up!
Wow, buzzer beater. Let's go.
And that's one way to hype up your team going into the locker room, Tyler. 34-19. Bit of a ways to go, but there's life.
Yeah. I mean, Mason, this has been an exciting game so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty.
Team passing behind us right now.
Okay.
But I think that the things that we've been talking about so far, those are the things that they need to keep working on. Rebounds, passes. They've gotten better with the passes, but bottom line, it still has to do with just, being able to read the other team better, especially offensively. They have a lot of work to do on defense as well, because they're starting to be able to score, Tyler.
Yeah.
But they also need to shut things down on the other side of things.
Yeah, more specifically, Mason, they got to be able to lock down the paint on their own court, and they got to try to figure out how to get into the paint.
Absolutely. And they need to figure out how to lock down Sarah Jeanette, which evidently no team has really figured out how to do, as she has 1,000 points.
That's no simple task, clearly. And with it, at Andrews here.
Yes, the aggressiveness that she has on the court is just phenomenal, Tyler. She'll take the ball up, see a fraction of a space in the lane, and just drive, and she'll get in there. And it's just, that's something you rarely see in high school basketball, especially. even in girls basketball too, you usually see the more aggressive players doing that in boys basketball. But, you know.
Yeah, Mason, there's so many different little intricacies in between these games here, but this game has been super interesting so far. I mean,
Totally.
the defense has been played rather well, except this Cohasset team has been really strong. You know, they've been going very fast, being able to find the right moments, and it's tough to combat.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not exactly sure where you need to stop. But if you can stop everything, you know, they might have to focus on one thing to focus on. You know, they can't do it at all.
I think that's what they needed to do, but we'll see what Coach Michon and his crew put together in the locker room. When we come back from this break, it is 34-19, Hawks trailing at the half. But before we go, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Tonight's FCAT Sports broadcast is supported by Albert Hearing Services, improving lives 1 year at a time, and Holiday Pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a halftime break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Tyler Wolkowitz, Ben Roberts, and Tom Almer. And we're coming into the second half in just 2 minutes now. 34-19 is the score, Tyler, and Frontier has a ways to go if they don't want this to be the end of their season.
Yeah, Mason, they are down by 15 going into the half. I mean, that is not an impossible deficit. However,
No.
it's very grand. 5 possessions at best case scenario.
Yeah.
You know, that is tough to come back from. However, this team has done a lot, has been able to do that much better in the past. That's for sure.
Yeah, they definitely have. And, I mean, like, they have support in the stands. And they want this, obviously. It's not like they're coming into this thinking, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. They want to win this, and they want to go far in this tournament. And if they're able to win this, it's likely that they're going to be playing a game much closer to home because, you know, it's these 2-hour drives out here. They take a lot out of you. But
They really do. It's the home court advantage for you.
yeah, I mean, right now, Frontier facing the end of their season right now. And, of course, you know, we won't voice any of this just yet, but, of course, we're thinking about next season, who's going to be around. We've talked about it before, but, you know, regardless of what happens this season, this girls team has a very bright future ahead of them, Tyler. I mean,
really
so many of these girls are just phenomenal players, great teammates as well on top of everything. And beyond that, I mean, I think that one of the things that really counts in a player is if they continue to play their sport year-round. And a lot of these girls are going to be playing basketball in the summertime.
Oh, without a doubt, Mason. They are very determined. You always see them in the gym, of course, and in many other different areas as they come out here.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So we'll see what Coach Rashawn has put together for this Redhawks team as they get into the second half. One of the big things, of course, no fouls, as few as possible.
Yep, they gotta really watch their fouls, and they gotta lock down the paint, look forward at the ball, make sure they can intercept passes, and then connect their own passes.
They already have a few players that are starting to get into foul trouble. Haley Koski, one of them, among a few others. She's got 3, if my count is up to date.
Yep.
So she's, I mean, 2 quarters for her to only get 1 more. And, I mean, she's a big presence in the paint, Tyler. That's a big concern for the Hawks. But the Skippers are going to start with the ball. And taking it up is going to be Molly Campbell. Hands it off to Andrews. Has some room. Back to Campbell. Andrews again. Might take the lane.
Screen.
And
Nice
deflected
hands.
pass.
There you go. Redhawks ball.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much the way you want to see things going from here on out for the Hawks if they want to get back in this game, Tyler. Calls going their way, being able to read those passes. And now they're back on offense. Steele with the drive. Out to Michonne.
There it
3
is.
ball. Too
Ooh.
far.
Right, great attempt, though, and she found space.
Now Shanette trying to.
This is the dribble.
Whoa, look at this. Steele, what a save
It's good teamwork. Pass
from
it.
her back.
There it is. Wow. Very good.
Wow.
Rolling around like dirt. That's awesome.
And now Steele picks up the dribble. Kirkendall double teamed at the point, and now Steele with it again. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kirkendall, good screen set by Koski, and she will take the inbound.
Confused why there's a whistle, but Redhawks ball under the.
Yeah, I thought that there might have been a foul call on that. Kirkendall tries to get it into Steele. Modesto there, jump ball. And no, not a jump ball. Foul is going to be called. Second team foul of the quarter for the Skippers. Not what we've seen from them at all so far in the game.
Already in the corner.
And now
Nice.
Modesto
Worked it in.
off the blocks.
Boom!
There we go.
Making some space, backing in. That was awesome.
Her first points of the game put the Hawks in a 34-21 position. Answering point comes from Catherine Toomey. She's got 6 on the night.
Wow.
And that's the kind of thing that the Redhawks need to shut down. They get something going after about a minute of possession in their end, and just like that.
Yeah, it's about the consistency here. They got to be good on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Controlling the game throughout.
And a screen set
Open.
up top. Kirkendall comes up short. Modesto almost gets the rebound. And travel is going to be called on Kate Greer.
Detrimental call for the Skippers.
She doesn't like that at all.
A lot of movement, a lot of good movement.
Hawks get another
Whoa, good
chance.
read.
Hakoski will go to the
That's the
line.
foul. Beautiful. That's Toomey's third, Mason. That's Toomey's third.
Or no, that's the team's second.
Well, it's Toomey's third, so.
Yeah, the team's second.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you're right. Now Hakoski, first trip to the line.
Good.
Drains it.
Believe that is the team's first free throw.
I think so too. Frontier starting to spread out the scoring a little bit,
Yep.
inching back towards Cohasset's 36 points. They have 22 right now. Will Hakoski make it 23? It's short, and rebound will go to Kate Greer. Jeanette, long
Good
pass,
read.
picked off by Kirkendall.
Oh.
And miscue from her teammate, Liv
Almost.
Michon. She was looking for the pass and just, that's it.
She made the right call there, but it was a slight miscommunication. No problem.
Yeah. Tough break for the Hawks. And now Campbell to take it up. Molly Campbell getting shut down at the top. And timeout is going to be called from the Skippers coach. Liv Michon making things happen for this team tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason. She's been very impressive so far. I mean, wow, a lot of different plays here. I'm very interested to see how after this timeout is going to play out, because this is the first period right after the halftime point, and Frontier is really coming back. They're coming out strong, and I wonder how Cohasset's going to combat that.
Absolutely. I think that Cohasset's, they've only scored one basket.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been it was that little jumper from Catherine Toomey, her 6th point of the game, that gave Cohasset 36 total. But Frontier's been coming down the court and scoring a little more regularly. Had a few tough breaks, miscommunications, but still the effort that they're putting out there is just, I mean, you love to see it. It really is amazing. And even if they aren't able to come back from this, this is the kind of energy that has got them to this point, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason. They really have been really turning things around here.
Absolutely. And now let's see if the Skippers can put something together. The feed into the blocks. Loses the ball. Modesto is there. And loose ball still. And Kirkendall's going to get called for a foul.
Well, that was just a pit pile on the floor, Mason. That really could have gone every which way. But that's Kirkendall's second in the night.
I didn't quite catch what the foul call was. Did you, Tyler?
I did not know.
Jeanette, good take.
Damn. Yep, very good.
She's carrying her team, Tyler. I mean, it's great to see a player perform at this level, but I wonder. And Jeanette did not quite set her feet, it looks like. Yeah.
Kirkendall bringing that energy and, frustration of the call and running down the court and putting some points up for it.
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Boom.
Kirkendall, now she has 6 points. But, it makes you wonder, Tyler, going back to Jeanette, what this Cohasset team would be if they didn't have the fortune to have Jeanette on their team. She has 14 points on the night. You take that away, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, it certainly would be a whole different game tonight.
And that shot is sold short by Natalie Kluza. Kirkendall passes it in to Steele. She gets an open lane
Good
and
movement.
taken away.
Oh, wow.
Andrews, what a steal.
Wow. Such careful using this velvet glove here. Just, take it away just like that.
Yeah. Pass goes through Jeanette's hands, and now they're going to have to reset. Jeanette left wide in the corner, takes the three. You can't let that happen.
Oh,
she
no.
misses. And a travel is going to be called on Kluza.
Wow, really
Second.
shutting down the rebound there.
And that is the big change that I think that they made, Tyler. There's being able to shut down those second and third chances that Cohasset was able to run free with in the first half.
Exactly, and with that, they're stopping a lot of passes. I think there's been like 3 or 4 steals so far in this quarter.
And a couple quick passes for the Hawks. Good screen set by Gates up top. The layup doesn't finish and will stay Frontiers ball.
Oh.
Jeanette didn't quite get there.
Very close call there, but just on the line. Couldn't keep it.
Yeah, it's a good eyes by the ref. I mean, we were right here too. We could see that pretty well. But Kirkendall inbound to Michon. Crossover goes wide and stays.
All right, another tip ball. I think. Yeah, they're going for a different impound play here.
Yeah. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, half the time gone. Bounce pass into Gates, fighting for it, and a jump ball is going to be called. Will stay.
Wow.
3 in a row for the Hawks. Luck is on their side right now.
Can we get a fourth?
Well, they need a fourth.
Hopefully not. That's the plan. All right.
Trying to find Hakoski open, and they do. She gets it off.
Nice.
Kirkendall
In space.
tries to find her way to the blocks, and call goes in favor of the Hawks. I'd say that's 4 in a row.
There it is.
Yeah, that's 4 in a row.
From the same spot. Oh, same 2 spots.
And now, look at this, Tyler. Skippers have almost given the Hawks a bonus. Steal into the paint.
Boom.
There it is.
Look at that.
11 points on the night for Skylar Steele, and now a 12-point game for the Frontier Redhawks.
The way she just contorted her body there to get some points up on the board was phenomenal. Wow.
It's just so impressive.
Savior of
and
this team.
Andrews called for a double dribble.
Oh, no shot.
It's the mentality, Tyler. It's a mental game. Different sports have different levels of mentality in it and how much you can get into your opponent's head. Basketball, you can do it a lot. If you're able to come back like this and consistently stay with them, your opponent, they're going to be freaking out constantly. When are they going to make their next shot?
Oh
and
my.
Kirkendall gets denied on the blocks.
Wow.
Addie Andrews making another big play. She wants to go coast to coast. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Very good play there.
Timeout called by Michon. He wants to keep the momentum going for the Hawks, but a 14-point lead for the Skippers. They are not breaking down easy, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason. I mean, that was like incredible play by the Redhawks there right after the timeout. That's not something we see all the time with this Red Hawk team. However, they've been really pushing back, and it's very impressive. The deficit is around the same, yet who knows? They might be able to break through here, especially with all the fouls.
Absolutely. If they can get one more foul, they go into the bonus. That can be a game changer, really. I mean, they have 3.5 minutes to work with the bonus if they get it right off the bat here. But regardless, I mean, they have good free throw shooters. They also have good shooters in general if they can get open.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
They've been taking shots, and most of them they've been landing them. I feel like that's the general feeling that I've gotten from the court tonight. It's just a matter of getting open to take those shots.
Yeah, and I think if they can, even if they can't get these shots, the defense continues to hold, then maybe they can like try to get this foul here. They like really try to push it, and then if so, it's removing a lot of things, and hopefully they can get more points up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean,
with the free throws. and follow
Yeah.
after.
They've got 3.5 minutes to do that in the third quarter, and then 8 more in the fourth. It is their ball. Once again, the one-man press provided by Angelina Grimes. Or actually,
Sub coming in from Cohasset.
no. And for Frontier, Andrews takes a seat, as does Pekoski. Greer and Grimes providing the coverage up top, but Frontier will get it in off the inbound. Modesto slows it down when she gets across half court. And Open Gates receives the pass. That's blocked up top.
Good hands there.
That's why you got to use the bounce pass, just get it under their hands. Someone left open in the corner, couldn't quite see who it was, but now there's a scramble and some fans screaming for a foul.
Yeah.
It'll be Skipper's ball. 3 minutes to go. Jeanette into Toomey, and she,
Deflection.
wow. It's great hands right in her face. Open Michon, oh, and she fumbled the pass. Could have pulled the 3 if it was a little cleaner.
Good
But
space.
still making things happen, can't
Good
finish
rebound.
it. She's got to pass it out. Gates, now Kirkendall takes the 3. Oh, yes!
There it is. Not a problem at all.
Now 11-point game, trying to get closer. They need to stop here. This is the key because they can get points on their end, and
Man.
a good tip goes out of bounds, but Steele making a play.
I mean, the energy so far on both ends of the court for this Redhawks team after the halftime is really impressive. It's
And
showing.
Jeanette can't leave her open like that, but good coverage once again. Modesto, and she'll barely get the pass off. And looks like it'll stay.
Yep.
I am having trouble seeing this.
Yeah, this
Bench
is,
players for Frontier that are standing up. They're getting excited. I mean, you love to see it.
there it is. The energy is what you need here.
And Campbell's going to come on for Liv Michon, Whitney Campbell. Toomey with the inbound, right into the paint. Jeanette gets stopped, and down goes Modesto. Jeanette might go to the line. I'm not quite sure what the call is. Having a little difficulty understanding why that was called a shot, but
Was that on?
I didn't catch that either.
Alrighty.
Just a little too much reverb in the auditorium. Or not the auditorium, the gym. What am I saying? Man.
Wow.
41-29. Modesto took a hard fall out of the court when I guess she was called for the foul, I think, is what it was. Just didn't get her feet set. But Gates gets the rebound off of the second free throw. And Kirkendall will take it up. Long pass up to Skylar Steele. Steele sees a lane, loses the ball.
It's all right. That happens when you're driving that fast. That power dribble. Wow.
Jeanette back up to the point.
Good movement.
Opening,
Good movement.
takes the 3, comes up short. Kirkendall with the ball, and a foul. Reach is going to be called on Catherine Toomey. Captains are racking up a good amount of fouls, Tyler, and that's going to send them to the line. There's your bonus.
There it is. Oh, Mason shouldn't have come at any worse of a time here for this Skippers team. Frontier Energy is at its peak.
Yeah. Kirkendall can make these shots. It can really mean a lot for this team.
Boom.
Drains it.
Shot. 3 for 2 for the night. Free throws.
She's now tied with Skylar Steele on points. They both have 11.
Yep.
Getting some support from Modesto, Michon, and Hakoski.
Whoa.
Can't get the second.
In and out.
And the rebound goes the other way as well. Jeanette, no look pass,
Again.
3 ball. Too short, and Toomey can't cash it in. Rebound isn't there either, but Gates is there for the Hawks. Bounce pass over to Kirkendall. Crossover, gets it up to Campbell. This is a good look. I'm liking this right now, Tyler.
Same as, without a doubt.
And now Steele. Oh, look at that pass. Hakoski. Screen up top. Kirkendall Shot no good, and she gets her own rebound.
There it
Out
is.
to the corner. Almost gets
Bounce
trapped,
pass.
but Gates. Back out to Campbell. Running out of time. Kirkendall has to take the three. Gates.
Oh, so close. In the corner.
Almost there.
Loose ball.
And
Good recovery.
Toomey almost loses it there. A lot of back and forth, almost rugby style play here. Air ball from Kate Greer.
Good look.
And the lob.
Nice.
Oh, the save from Koski.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Still loose. And now going the other way. Andrews, can
and
she
forth.
do it again?
Oh,
And
no
nothing
charge.
called
All
as
right.
Gates hits the ground.
Wow.
Cashing it in. Molly Campbell.
Good finish by Campbell there. Gotta admit.
13-point game. 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is dark. Campbell, the three ball, comes up short, and the rebound isn't there for the Hawks. Now Andrews might want the lane again. Out to Jeanette for three. Short again. Saved and goes to the Hawks.
Wow.
I'm kind of shocked by that, Tyler. That looks like, I mean, she must have stepped on the line when she tried to save it.
Yeah, but then again, Mason, we couldn't see a purple stain from all the way over there. Like that is way
I mean,
over
it
there.
just.
Alrighty. Well, 2.3 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah.
Wow.
See if Frontier can get something at the last second.
Oh!
And
Gets denied by the divider midcourt.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the MVP of the night, the divider. It's a tough defender. He really can't stop it.
Yeah. Well, now 8 more minutes for the Hawks to come back from 13 points. And, I mean, they have a lot of things going for them, and then they have a lot of things not going for them, Tyler. It's a lot that's changed since the Skippers they started to run away with it in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Frontier's been sticking with them ever since. But, I mean, they have the momentum on their side, I think. They really have a lot of energy, and the passion they have on the court is just, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, this energy is what's going to change it, you know? Like, as you said, they were always having this close little divide, but now this divide is, like, almost, it seems less. It's almost mere meaningless as they can put boards up, like, they can put a lot of points up on the board very fast. You
They
know,
totally can.
like that segment there in the last 2 minutes, that was just back and forth, back and forth. And if Frontier can capitalize on that, the game will start looking very different.
Absolutely. I think that the bigger issue for the Hawks right now, Tyler, is they've been scoring points, and they've been sticking with the progression of points from Cohasset's side of things. But what they need to do is slow down that progression of points from the Skippers. If they can make some big stops on defense, turnovers, capitalizing on the miscues, the missed shots, specifically by Jeanette. She's been selling things short a lot lately.
Yeah.
And Frontier really needs to capitalize on that so that they can get back in this game, because they can cash in on offense, but they also need to make stops on defense.
Yep, stay in front of their person like that.
And that shot goes wide. Steele gets the rebound off a deflection. Oh, and wide open, Liv Machon rolls in.
That was a close one, too, but it did go down.
Woo. And now they're moving fast. Hard pass into the corner. Andrews.
Wow. Good rebuttal right there by Andrews.
And that's the kind of thing you can't let happen if you're the Hawks, Tyler. Just, she's in the corner. She drives in, not even on the baseline. She drives in and just puts up a little hook shot. It's like, you know, at this point in the game, that's unacceptable. You can't let that happen. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to come back.
Indeed.
Still a 13-point deficit.
Wow.
Steele barely gets the shot off. I think she wanted a call for that.
Great effort, though.
Absolutely. And now Campbell looks back up top. Might have picked up her pivot foot there. That was close. But Campbell at the point trying to get it into Jeanette. Step back jumper. Air ball. And she's way off tonight. She came off the bench really strong start of the game, and she's just, I mean, this is what I was talking about with, you know, getting in your opponent's head. Frontier has gotten into the head of Sarah Jeanette. She hasn't made a shot, I think, this entire second half, Tyler.
Yeah, Mason, I believe that's true, but Nevertheless, the lead is still holding. 13-point deficit here.
Yeah.
Gotta find a way to reverse that.
And Akoski at the point. Jump ball. Oh! Foul called. Going to be holding on Kate Greer. Wow. 6.5 minutes to go for the Hawks to come back and keep their season alive. Kirkendall in the corner. Drives into the paint. Shot no good, and there for the rebound is Shanette. Nice job following her shot, though, and now in the corner. And that's going to be a kickball on Hakoski. Good stop regardless.
Yeah, 100% amazing. I mean, Hakoski just got away with that ball, and that was what really counts.
Inbound to Shanette. She'll look for the step back. Moving shot's going to be no good. And stuffed. Harper Modesto.
Ooh.
And Jeanette will go to the line.
As you know, I've been thinking every single inbound play from the skippers, it's quite the same thing. It's just one cut from number 22.
Oh, no.
Net, and they just pass it right to her. Every single time I've seen.
You're absolutely right, Tyler. I mean, it's...
What's going to happen here? Huh.
Right there.
Wow.
Same as always. And she'll barely hand it off, get it out to her teammate. Double dribble called.
Luckily, this is something that Damon Shawn has been able to see here. Trying to stop it as much as possible.
And this is the problem with teams that have players like Sarah Shanette. When the plan falls through, they can't improvise. They lack that severely because they rely on that player so heavily.
Yep.
And I think that might be something that the Hawks might be able to exploit. 3-ball, Campbell comes up short, punched up, almost gets her own rebound. Jump ball is going to be called. Will it stay Frontiers? It will.
Wow. All right. Right on time for the Hawks.
And now 5:47 into Modesto.
Tate, come on.
Puts it up, no good, and can't get the rebound.
Great effort, great job keeping the hands up
Absolutely.
straight.
Moving fast, tipped out by Campbell.
Go.
Good read. And she'll come to the bench. Subbing in for her is going to be Skylar Steele. Still a 13-point game. Been scoreless for about a minute now. Bit of a drought happening here. Andrews gets open into Shanette, and she's going to go to the line. Modesto picks up another one.
Those little underhand lobs into the hoop right under the paint is like, that is ridiculous. That is so hard to block if you're not careful.
Absolutely, Tyler. It's been a killer for the Hawks in this game. And if you heard that, did you hear what he was saying? I think that the Modesto might have fouled out. Either she fouled out or that was 4.
Regardless, yeah, she has at least 4.
Yeah. Now Shanette, her first is good. It's the only thing she's really stayed consistent on is those free throws.
Yeah.
And a lot of the live action shots that she's took, it's just come up short, been wide. And she'll stay cold as ice.
Yeah, Mason,
at the
she's
line.
7 for 8 at the line. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
5.5 to go. Hawks season is on the line. Michon, handoff, Kirkendall, 3-ball.
Nice.
Goes wide. The putback in and out from Steele.
Oh.
Stays with it, and she goes down. Jump ball is going to be called.
Ooh.
Looks like Steele hit her head on her way down.
Yeah, that was a tough impact there.
Yeah. We'll go to the skippers as Steele's teammates check in on her.
Yep.
Now Andrews to take it up.
15.
Yeah.
15-point deficit. Still my cue.
And now along the baseline, feeds it back out. Wild pass.
Wow.
Campbell.
A lot of open people.
Thought about Jeanette, and now back into the paint. Open man, there it is. Toomey.
Those two were open down low for at least 10 seconds. It's not it.
Yeah. Now Kirkendall gets the screen up top. Drives the lane, can't finish the layup. And Akoski gets the rebound. Three ball in the corner. Goes a little wide, and Kirkendall picks up the foul.
That's Frontier's fourth in the quarter. This is not the quarter you want to have a lot in.
Third quarter was pretty much, that was where they really started to put things together, Tyler, and now they've kind of fallen back into what it was in the second quarter, where they were really just barely hanging on, trying to come back.
Yep. Ooh.
And now the feed into the paint.
Great pass. I mean, that was expert. Look at that.
19 points.
Bit of a press.
19 points on the night for Sarah Chinette. Hayes into the corner. And now Akoski dancing around the defense. Gets denied off the blocks. Addie Andrews, what a stand.
Yeah. It's hard to go in there against these tall players, but it's a really great effort.
And now Chinette over to Andrews. That's the kind of pass that you cannot let it go by you. Jump ball will go to the Hawks. Hayes gets the inbound. 51-32 is the score. 3.5 to go for the Hawks. Gates, Kirkendall at the point. Screen is set, doesn't want the jumper, out to Hayes. And her pass is denied, kept in by Andrews, and Chinette will get it back to her.
Really great defense there. Very clean.
Hayes racing back to get in position, and Andrews will take it slow.
Yep.
Chinette in the corner. The pass in is going to be taken away by Campbell off the deflection. Whitney Campbell taking it fast, slows it back down. And now Hayes off the pass from Kirkendall. Open Gates. Oh, come on.
Rebound.
She'll go to the line.
It is.
This has been, I mean, one thing that I can say it just in this game overall, Tyler, is that it has been a messy game. A lot of fouls.
Really
just very physical as well. Honestly, not a lot of clean play from either team, honestly.
Well, it's just been a lot of energy, and I hope to see that to the end here.
Absolutely. Gates goes 0 for 2 at the line. Under 3 to go. And the pass into Chinette. Gets blocked.
Block.
Oh, wow, and a jump ball. It'll stay Skipper's ball.
Yeah, the Skippers here really don't have any cause to rush it, but Frontier, on the other hand, as they call the timeout, really have to keep up the energy and go fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once again, they've been able to stop the Skippers for a minute or two now. Not a lot of points have been scored from them, but they also haven't been able to score anything on their end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just been a lot of nothing back and forth that's been happening.
It really has, Mason. That's not what you want to see. Like, this is the quarter where a lot of things got to change, and you know, like the paradigm has to shift a little bit here. But now it's a 19-point deficit, and you know, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it is going to be tough. I mean, this girls team has pulled off some incredible things, but this team from Cohasset is a really well-matched team for them, and has been making it really tough for them to even get pretty relatively close throughout this whole game. Inbound, going to go out to Andrews. Hands it off. Grimes fakes the shot into Chinette. Hook shot will go to the line. And there it is once again. It's the underhand in the paint, Tyler.
Nice little lay. I mean, it's really tough to block. You know, they're moving fast, their entire body as well as their hand is moving. You just gotta try to block it without hitting them. It's tough.
Yeah.
Especially this late into the game. All your energy is out, but you still gotta push it to the last end.
Absolutely, and now giving them a bonus at this point, I mean, especially when Jeanette is going to be making those shots like this again and again. She's got 20 on the night. She's just, I mean, she's kind of sealing the deal for her team and starting to buy them a trip to the Elite Eight. Their second shot to make it 21 points is good. And that's her 21st point on the night as well.
Yeah, man.
21-point game, 21 points for Sarah Jeanette.
She's 90% on the line. That's wild.
It's insane. 3-ball. Looked like that was going to go, and Campbell couldn't quite get there in time to save it.
Yeah, good effort, though. I mean, like, again, like this Frontier team is keeping the energy out, and they're trying so very hard.
They're not quitting, Tyler. I mean, the game is virtually out of reach for them at this point. We're closing in on 2 minutes, 20-plus lead for the Skippers, and, I mean, at this point, it's really starting to – hope is starting to really fade fast for the Redhawks and their season, but they're giving it their all.
Yeah, it's not being shown on the court, and that's what matters. Absolutely.
And Kirkendall's going to get called for a reach there.
Yep.
And Kirkendall, yeah. She will, she'll foul out. I believe that's the second player to foul out for the Hawks. We haven't been keeping very good track, I don't think. I haven't, at least, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is, wow.
I mean, it's definitely one way to give it your all, Tyler, and she's had a great season.
And she just definitely deserved that round of applause from both teams here.
Absolutely. Almost broke 200 on the season. Going to finish, as she's fouled out, her final point total for the season is going to be 196. Yeah. And lane violation, looks like, but it'll be Frontier's ball regardless. And Ashley Taylor is out there for the Redhawks. Hands it off. Campbell in the corner. It's Gates. Back up to the top. Kokoski doesn't want the three. Mashawn, a little too far, and Taylor gets it in the corner. Feeds it in off the block. Sikoski, shot goes wide, and
Rebound.
Campbell gets it ripped away from her. Jeanette.
Wow.
Take it slow.
Yep.
1:20 on the clock. Pass into the corner. Now on the baseline. Back at the arc. Now on the blocks.
Good luck.
Jumper from Kluza. She gets her first points of the night in the final minutes of the game. 3-ball, Mashawn too far. And rebound brought down by Akoski. What an effort, spinning around.
Wow.
Will reset, takes it herself, and it's tipped. And lucky bounce there into Catherine Toomey's hands.
All right, last couple games of the game. Plays of the game.
And now back up top. In the corner,
30 seconds.
Jeanette. Mashawn pokes it loose, and it'll stay Cohasset's ball. 9 seconds on their shot clock. We'll have to have one more possession. Likely Frontiers. Unless they can get a missed shot and a rebound here. Off the blocks. Kokoski is there. Final 15 seconds of the Redhawks season, and they'll get a standing ovation. One of the best seasons we've seen from this girls team in a long time, Tyler. 16-4, 11th seed in the tournament. Do they want the buzzer beater? Ashley Taylor off the glass, and Mashawn will put it up at the end. Final score is 56-32. They'll go down fighting.
What a game, Mason. What a game. really great to see.
Wow. I mean, if you watch some of our streams of the girls games earlier on in the season when they went on their 8-game win streak to start off the season, undefeated until their 9th game against East Hampton, they just seemed unstoppable. They really did. And, you know, it's no surprise that we're seeing them come this far in the tournament, round of 16, and then getting knocked out by a really great team, you know, who played really well, had some great players. Sarah Chinette, 21 points on the night for the Cohasset Skippers, followed behind her Addie Andrews with 11, and then Molly Campbell with 9. All of 3 of them leading their team into the next round, where they will likely face South Hadley, unless we see an upset again from Hamilton Wenham. We won't be able to tell you what happens with that. That game happened to start a little later than ours, I think, so I think that they're still playing. But, yeah, I mean, great season for this girls team, Tyler.
Really great season, Mason. I mean, there's so many great aspects that we love to see. And a lot of players are putting up close to 200 points, and that's something you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, Haley Akoski, we're not going to be seeing her next year. She's a senior last year on the team. She was a captain. Is going to finish the season with 215 points. I mean, and beyond that, just such an amazing force on the team that really knows how to rally her teammates and get them to pull off some incredible wins that they were able to do, including, and this is one of my favorite things that happened in this season for this girls team, an overtime win in a basketball game against Belchertown, where they won 44-42. How often do you see that, Tyler?
Not very often, Mason, but, you know, they have so many great games. And we got to also mention Molly Yates. She has been a great aspect to this players' team, and it's been really fun to see.
Oh, yeah, and Molly Gates, the other senior captain. Only one of those are the 2 seniors that we aren't going to be seeing next year. Everyone else that we've been following for this whole season is going to be back next year. So going to be a very strong team for the Redhawks. Likely to see a season similar to this, and the JV team also had a great season with some great players. Rowan Riley stepping up. Didn't play today, but scored 5 points in the previous game against Lunenburg. We're sure to see her and some of her other JV players in the upcoming girls basketball season next year. But yeah, other shout outs that we have to give: Skylar Steele, tied for the most points tonight with 11, and Claire Kirkendall, the other teammate, with 11 points. The 2 of them have been phenomenal this whole year through, Tyler. And something I'd like to say specifically about Skylar Steele is just the kind of amazing defense that I've seen her put up throughout the year. When there was a player that they needed to be shut down on the other team, they put Skylar Steele on her, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, Mason, I couldn't agree more. There's some fantastic players. I wish we had more time. Sadly, we have to be road tripping soon, but
road tripping back to South Deerfield, but we're going to stop for dinner first too. So,
of course, but overall, this Frontier team has been really great. All players have contributed in many different ways, but also just we wish some luck to this Cohasset team.
Absolutely,
they can go further in the season and do very well.
Absolutely, great opponents, great game. And the Frontier Redhawks, that'll do it for this winter sports season, as a matter of fact.
So well.
Boys basketball, girls basketball, and ice hockey all made it to states. Didn't go quite as far as they might have wanted to, but all great runs nonetheless. So that'll do it for winter sports, I think. We will see you in the spring. I've been Mason Smith, Tyler Wolkowitz, Ben Roberts, Tom Alber, our executive producer, Kevin Murphy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You've been watching Frontier Community Access Television.